Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura. I have an unhaul. Here we go. I have 12 books that I'm bringing to the used bookstore, and I'm going to get credit to get more books that I will like. So here is my unhaul, and then I will share with you when I come back what I picked up in exchange. So I already have a $50 credit at the used bookstore, so I'm going to be adding these to it, so I'm going to have more credit. So here we go. Let me share with you what I'm giving them to get new stuff. So here we go. The first book is a book that I just finished. I didn't like it. I gave it 2 stars. It's The Zookeeper's Wife. I'm getting rid of it. I'm not going to keep it. It's a 2-star book, so yeah, so that's going away. So that's the first book. The second book is a 3-star book that I just finished as well, and it's The One Memory of Flora Banks. I'm getting rid of it. It was only a 3-star for me, so I'm getting rid of it. I tend to keep my 4 and 5 stars, so my 3s and under I try to get rid of because I'm not going to read them again. So okay, so the next book is a duplicate, but this one is a 5-star book for me. I have a copy on my bookshelf. I have a hardcover, so I'm getting rid of the soft cover, which is this one, One Summer by David Balducci. It is a contemporary. He doesn't write contemporaries, but it's the best book I ever read. I haven't read anything else by him, but I really like this one. So yeah, so I have a hardcover on my shelf. So the soft cover is going to the bookstore. The next one is a book that I just finished last month. I did not like it. I gave it a 3-star. It is very hyped. I'm going to get rid of it. It's a hardcover. I'm not going to read it again. It's The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. I'm glad I read it, but to me it was a 3-star. Nothing to be... nothing too spectacular. I think it's very overhyped. So yes, I'm going to get rid of it and yeah, get credit for it. So that's that one. Okay, the next book is a duplicate on my shelf. I have not read this one yet, but I picked this one up at the library sale. It's The Dead Witch Walking. I already had it, so yeah, I'm getting rid of this one. The next one is also a duplicate apparently I wanted to read this one, so I picked up it from the library sale, and it's a duplicate. I already have it. It's False Memory by Dean Koontz, so it's duplicate, getting rid of it. Okay, the next 2 books are also duplicates. I wanted to read Lee Child, and I have a double copy of Tripwire and a double copy of Die Trying. So I'm going to bring these back to the used bookstore. And the last one is a series. I'm getting rid of the whole series. It's 4 books. I didn't really like it. I think I liked the first book, and then it was like a 3-star for me, so I'm getting rid of it. I'm not going to read it again. It is the Anne Brasher's The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. I want someone else to read it, so I'm getting rid of the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, The Second Summer of the Sisterhood, Girls in Pants, and the last one is Forever in Blue. I'm getting rid of it. Someone else will enjoy it, so I'm just getting rid of it. So yeah, they were like 3 stars for me. And then my daughter did read the first book, but then it got really mature audiences. It got a little mature, so I don't think they're going to read it anyway. So I'm just going to get rid of it, and then if they need to read it, I'll take it out from the library. So those are the 12 books that I'm getting rid of today. And stay tuned to see what I pick up. I'm back from the used bookstore. I only got $15 credit additional, and I had $50 credits. So I spent $20. I used some of my credit, and I still have 40-something dollars at the store. So I'm going to share with you my 12 books that I picked up. Plus, I went to Hallmark and picked up something for 75% off, and I'll share with you that. And then I also went to AC Moore, and I picked up something there, and I will share that at the end. So let me start off with the books that I picked up. The first, I got 4 hardcovers. The hardcovers were $5 each. And then the paperbacks were, I think, I don't remember how much, but I spent $20. So let me share with you what I got. So the first book I got is a YA book. I got Violent Ends. I had this on my TBR. I wanted to read it. This is 17 short stories about school shootings, and I had this on my TBR, and I did not own the book, so I figured I'd get it for $5. So that's the first one. Okay, so the next book is a book that I was up in. I always look at the front desk where she has new releases, and so I found one that I had no idea, never heard of this book before. I picked it up. I was like, oh, it sounds really interesting. I did not read the synopsis. I just read the front cover, and the book that I picked up was Little Heaven by Nick Cutter. I have no idea what the book is about, but the very top it says, gripping and terrifying, an intense experience, and one not to be missed. So that's why I picked this one up. I'm going to go through it blindly. I think it's a psychological thriller. I'm not sure. But for $5, I put this in my cart. So that's this one. Okay, so the next 2 books are part of a series, and I started reading the first book, and I saw book 2 and book 3 there, and they were $5 each, and they're very good condition, and they will match my other book that's on the shelf. It's a Stephen King book, so I got these for $5 each. I got book 2, which is Finders Keepers, and book 3, which is End of Watch. So I got these for $5 each. I already have Mr. Mercedes. I started reading it. I did read the first chapter, and like when I was doing March Mystery Madness, so I did read the first chapter. I still want to continue reading, but I just haven't had a chance to continue on. But now I can marathon the whole trilogy, which is pretty cool. So I got these for $5 each. Yeah, so that's pretty neat. So that's that. Okay, so now on to my paperbacks. The first thing that I wanted to do was pick up more of Sarah Reach. So she didn't have book 3. I'm missing book 3, and I'm missing book 5. So I picked up book 5, which is Grace Secrets, and I am watching the TV show, and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm hoping that I can start to read these and start marathoning them, which I'm hoping. So yes, but she still did not have book 3, so I have to get book 3 somehow. So now this is added to my collection. So that's the first thing I was looking for while I was there. Okay, so the rest of the books are YA, except for one that I picked up. Here's the one that I picked up. This is one I started to read. I had it out from the library. I had to return it because I didn't finish it in the 3 days. So I returned it back to the library. Then I took it out again. And then again I had to return it back to the library. I just didn't have time to read it. So I saw it on the shelf, and it's in really good condition. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to buy it so I can finish it. So I got Hounding the Pavement by Judy McCoy. And when I was reading this, I thought it was really amazing because the dogs are talking to her, and I just never finished it. So I think I got up to page 70, and I want to finish it. This is a whole series. There's more to go with this one, and this is like really good condition. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy it. This way I have it on my shelf, and I can finally finish it, hopefully. So that's this one. Okay, so now on to my YA stuff. Okay, my daughter was with me, and she was picking out books, and I was picking out books, and we picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 YA books, and then I have 1 adult book. So here we go. The YA that I picked up, the first one I read, I gave it 4 stars, and my daughter wanted it for her shelf because I read it from a library, so I didn't have a book. So I got The Secret Sweet Keep, and this is about twins, and my daughter saw the cover, and she's like, Mom, did you read this one? I said, yes, it's a 4-star. I really enjoyed it. So she's like, can I get it? And I said, okay. So we put it in the cart. Yeah, it's about twins. So yeah, so that's this one. 4 stars. I really enjoyed that one. So Okay, so on to books that I did not read yet. So here's 4 of them that I did not read yet. The first one is an author by. I got an R.L. Stine book. It's called Dangerous Girls. So yeah, he writes like horror, but YA horror. So yeah, so it shouldn't be that bad. So yeah, I didn't have this one, and I had it on my TBR, but I don't have this book. So I got this one. Okay, so the next one my daughter picked out. This one is The List by Sabian Vivian. Yeah, so she's been eyeballing this one. She said, could I have it? I'm like, okay. It was on my TBR list, but I didn't own it. So yeah, so that's this one. And I don't know what it's about. I don't know. So, and the next one was also one that I don't know anything about at all. My daughter picked it up. She said, can I read this one? It's Dead Girls Don't Lie by Jennifer Shaw Wolf, and it actually has my last name. Her Shaw is my last name, so yeah. So my daughter said, look, it has our last name. Can I get it? So I'm like, okay. So there you go. So that's that one. I don't know what it's about, but it's in the YA section. And the next one is an author by as well. This one is a written in verse. Lisa Schroeder, she writes written in verse, and I picked it up. I was like, oh, it's written in verse, and you can see that it is written in verse, which is like poems, so it's a fast read. The book is called The Day Before, so it looks like this. Yeah, so I was like, I just looked at the author. I was like, oh, she writes written in verse. So I opened it up, and yes, it's written in verse. So I was like, okay, get it. So that's that one. And the last book that I picked up is an author that I read before, and it was really amazing. I read The Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk. I don't know how to say his last name, but I saw Haunted, and yeah, look at that cover. Yeah, I was like, he writes amazing. Very shocking, the book that I read, Fight Club, so I'm hoping that this will be shocking as well. So that's that one. Okay, so that is my 12 books that I got today. I'm not going to be able to hold them all up, so that's that one. And here is my hardcovers and some soft cover. So yeah, so I got a lot of amazing type books, and I still have a $40 credit at the store. So that's that. So then I went to Hallmark, and Hallmark had a section for, I always look at the section that's clearance, and I got something for 75% off. I got a calendar, Snoopy Peanuts. I got this for $4. So it's originally $14.99. I got this for $4. I was really excited because it was 75% off, and which is really cool because the back has the little tiny pictures that I could cut out, and I also could cut out the calendar inside as well. This is 2017, so I'm already halfway in the year, but I couldn't pass this up, and I had to pick this up because I could put this in my faux Bonici or make something with it. So yeah, so this is what I picked up. Really cool. Okay, so the last thing, I went into AC Moore. Now these are my daughters, but I'm going to share with you anyway. They had a whole section of books that were two for $10. Two for $10. So they were $5 each. I think they were 2 for $10. Anyway, so they are great for faux Bonici, so that's why I am sharing them. They were 2 for $10, and the first one my daughter picked out is a pink one. Really cool. It has a bookmark, and the best part about it is it's grid marked. So yeah, so my daughter said, could I have it? I was like, these will be great. Very hard covered and very good condition. And I thought this would be great for a faux Bonici and drawing because it has the grid mark. So that's that one. And then, of course, she found another one that she wanted to get. This one's closed, and this one is, it has the Eiffel Tower, which is her favorite. And it's also hard covered, very good condition. And yeah, it has a closure, and it also has a bookmark. But this one is plain. So she wants to write in it like a full Bonici, so, and draw. So that's it. So yeah, so really cool. I wanted to get some for me, but I was like, you know what? I don't really need them right now. So I got 2 books for her. So yeah, they look really nice and they're about the same size. So a great product. So these were at AC Moore. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video.
Bye.
Bye.